Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Paulo Costa versus Israel Adesanya. Now, I did do a breakdown for this a bit back, but I figured I'd do another quick one with current thoughts on this matchup. I think it's an intriguing fight, a contrast of styles. You got Costa, who is a juggernaut, a bull that comes forward, and Adesanya that is basically a sniper, counterpuncher. All right, so without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So once again, crazy fight. Both of these guys are undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. Israel's last fight was against Yoel Romero. Many fans were not happy with that fight. Romero seemed to take the center of the octagon, didn't take a step back, but he also didn't really engage too much. He didn't put the pressure on Adesanya. And Adesanya seemed like he was just waiting for a counter. He was very tentative. There was like an initial exchange. Adesanya probably felt that Romero power and decided to like fall back and fight a little safer. And that's kind of the game. You can't get in there and slug it out. It's your career, it's your title on the line. I understand that you have to make a fight entertaining, but you also have to fight smart, fight to your strengths. With that being said, I don't really think he's going to be able to sit back too much with Paulo Costa. Costa's a very aggressive fighter. He's going to come forward no matter what. He's the type of fighter that he'll take one to give one. We saw that in the Yoel Romero fight. I mean, who goes toe-to-toe with Yoel Romero? I'll tell you who. Paulo Costa. The guy's humongous. He might be the biggest guy in the division. Definitely a heavyweight frame. He has a super solid chin and he has crazy knockout power. Now, one thing that I think Israel has to look out for is that Costa likes to box you in. He likes to get you against the cage and do what? Unleash hellacious body shots. His left hook to the body is simply disgusting, and he just folds guys. Guys take shots to the body, crumbles them. They try to cover up, they're hurt, which opens up shots to the head, and that's when Costa exploits that. I don't think it'll be wise for Adesanya to take those body shots, so he has to use that great footwork, not get boxed in, not get his back against the cage. I don't think there'll be much takedowns in this fight, if any. I think they're both going to try to prove a point, knock each other out. Costa definitely will. He seems to have an actual disdain for Adesanya. Israel doesn't like him too much. But again, Izzy has to be careful not to get too emotional, not overly commit, because he is a counter striker to me. And he has to fight to his strengths. He's going to have to be the matador and Costa's going to be the bull. That's his way to victory. I think he can win a decision that way. I'm not sure if he'll knock out Paulo Costa. I could see Paulo Costa knocking out Adesanya if he catches him just right. The guy's a tank, plain and simple. He is a tank. If he hits you, you're going to be hurt, period. The speed advantage, I'm going to give to Adesanya. Costa is deceptively fast. He throws really fast punches for his size, and like I said, he's just quick in general. The diversity on the feet, again, Adesanya. Costa does like to mix it up with body kicks though, and they look brutal. Not to mention, he will throw a high kick or two. But Adesanya has been doing this game for a long time, the striking game. He's super seasoned, has an extensive kickboxing background. So he's pretty much seen all styles and seen it all. But you simply cannot discount size, strength, and power. Remember back in the day when Bob Sapp fought Ernesto Hoost? Yeah, Ernesto Hoost, way more skilled, legendary kickboxer, and Sapp pretty much overwhelmed him. And how did he do that? He crowded Hoost and he got him in a corner and just unloaded on him. And again, that's something that Costa could do if he boxes Izzy in. How's Adesanya going to avoid getting crowded in and boxed in the cage? He's going to have to circle a lot, circle away from Costa's power. I would say throw leg kicks, because Costa's not going to catch a leg and take him down. I just don't see that happening. So kicking and leg kicks, relatively safe for Adesanya. And that's a way to keep Costa at range, keep him away. Footwork, move. Don't exchange in the pocket with Paulo Costa. That would be just a bad idea. Not too many guys could stand in the pocket and trade with Yoel Romero. Costa did it. So yeah, Adesanya trying that, it might not end well for him. That's pretty much Costa's world and his range. And again, those body shots are just nasty. When you're throwing strikes and punches, kicks, one lands on the button, you could get knocked out. So can Adesanya catch Costa just right, put him out? Yes, I believe he can. But I don't think that's likely. Again, I think Izzy might win a decision. But he's going to have to just fight smart the whole fight and avoid Costa's big shots, and again, manage the distance. Costa's path to victory, it's kind of playing into Izzy's game, but that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to be aggressive and come forward. Otherwise, Adesanya is going to do what he did with Yoel Romero, sit back and win a decision. So Costa's going to have to take chances, but that's what he does. Like I said, the guy likes to take a shot to give one. And I think he's going to come forward, he's going to push the pace, and he's going to try to take Izzy's head off. And that could work good for him in several ways. Usually when a fighter's an aggressor, if the fight is close, the judges will typically go the way of the aggressor. The guy coming forward, the guy trying to initiate action. So Costa could win a decision if he keeps coming forward, pushing the pace, landing, and looking like the aggressor. He could win a decision. Number 2, he could knock Izzy out. You have to take your shot to land a shot, and Paulo's aggressive. He looks for things, he creates openings, and he is going to chase after Izzy. He will leave himself open at times, but that's the type of fighter that Paulo Costa is. He seems to believe in his chin, and he seems to believe in his power and the fact that the other guy can't take it, and it's been working for him. If you look at his record, he has a bunch of knockouts. So who do I think is going to win this fight? Like I said, I did make a breakdown for this months ago. This is like a quick current breakdown. I think in my original, I gave the nod to Adesanya. This fight's so close, guys. Contrasting styles. It's going to be competitive, really interesting. It's almost a 50-50 fight. I'm going to say if Adesanya fights smart, I can see him winning the decision. So the slight edge to Adesanya, I'm going to give him the nod. But if he makes one mistake, if he gets careless, if he gets within range of Paulo Costa in the pocket, he gets boxed in, all it takes is one shot from that guy, and that's the fight. He's going to crumble you or put your lights out. So 55-45 in favor of Adesanya. I think Adesanya could get the decision. Paulo Costa could get a decision or a knockout, in my opinion. Well, it's more likely to me that Costa gets a knockout. But we'll see what happens, guys. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this fight. Who do you think is going to win and why? Are you excited for it? It's pretty much a done deal the last time I checked. I want to say thank you so much for supporting the channel and the podcast. I can't thank you guys enough. The growth has been amazing, super humbled. Enjoy the fights this weekend, Whitaker versus Till. And until the next segment, guys, take care.